Hey there, it's Icedhazelnut,
And Great Battler.
and this is the Background Noise podcast, where we discuss everything and nothing.
The Seinfeld podcast?
Oh, that's true. So today's topic, I just threw some things out, and Grape is like, okay, let's talk about this. The craziest thing a coworker ever did.
Yeah. Crazy, interesting, funny.
Yeah. So you've worked in, first of all, let's say, like, I've worked in, like, three or four offices. Like, I'm, like, long-term when I'm in my jobs, usually. Like, the longest time I was in a job was 11 years. And then 6 years, something like that, yeah.
And you worked at a restaurant.
In a restaurant, yeah. That was part-time when I was in high school.
I mostly worked retail or some kind of, I don't know what you'd call those, like a food service, like customer service, but like, where you're like the cashier or...
You take the order.
They'll take the orders and stuff like that, money, so more retail-ish, that's me, so...
You worked at a haircut place, too.
I was a receptionist.
And a movie theater.
Yep.
You have more, like, things you did than me. Mine's office, boring. And guess what? I loved The Office, the movie, but I don't care for The Office, this TV show.
Oh, that's controversial.
I know. No, not... Hey, it's my own opinion. It's your opinion. A lot of people love it, and I'm like, I can't get into it.
What is that called? Unpopular opinion?
Unpopular opinion. I just can't get into it.
Yeah, that's true.
I love the movie, though.
I know the memes. I don't think I've ever watched an episode. I think
I tried.
I know the memes. So
either the British or the
American,
US, American version. But anywho, okay, so
I also worked for a famous coffee place with the mermaid. I'll just say that. So
yeah, okay. So you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So I worked in this office, and I was sitting there one day, and I'm like, doing my TPX reports. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
See, that's referencing The Office, the movie. Anyways.
Office Space.
Sorry, Office Space. Yeah,
You're
right. Office Space.
I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie. Anyways, I was sitting there, and my desk was around the corner, and so I came out from the corner, and then if I looked up where the entrance was to our particular area we were in, that was one of the main hallways, right? So I have to get up and go and get up to my left and another left, and then go like halfway, and then there's the copy room.
America, go on.
The copy room. So I was on my way to the copy room, and I look up, and I'm like, what the heck? I thought I saw something whiz by, whoosh. And I'm like, okay. And as I'm still getting there, because I'm still trying to get to the middle of the walkway to enter the copier area, the copy room, I whoosh back, and I'm like, what the heck? And I go over to the door of the main hallway, and I started, heading over there. And someone opened the door for him, because I guess he's trying to get in, but he's one of not supervisors, what would he be? They called him, one of the trainers. He was a trainer, actually. He was on a scooter.
Oh, in the office? Just going by?
Not a motorized one, but, the two-wheeled scooter.
Oh,
I'm like, what in the world? Of course, the managers happened to be out of office that day. Maybe that's what, because I never saw him do it again. But I'm like okay. He was very eccentric, this trainer.
Kind of like when the teachers are away and then you have a substitute.
Right. What was that guy's name on Seinfeld? The crazy one? Kramer, yes. Very Kramer-esque-ish. So I'm like, okay. I didn't say anything. He didn't. No one else asked him about it. They were just cracking up, and he'd be like, he scooted, and then he scooted out to get back to his class, because he came in to get some paperwork or something for his, because he was a trainer. So I'm like, okay. That's like, that was the one that always stands. I was like, oh. Okay. He was like, he had to be like close to 40.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was young.
No. Me, I think he was 42, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, okay. Next.
Oh, all right. Well, I used to work at a movie theater, and it was really weird. We had a low side and a high side, which means the numbers. I think it was, what did we have, 17 theaters? So it's like 1 through 17, or 1 through 10, and then 11 through 17 were on one side of this theater, and then the other side was the other number. Then the concession stand was in the middle for some reason. It was a weird setup.
Closer.
It was a very weird setup. So we used to have, well, I didn't participate. I was usually too busy because I became a shift manager after a while. But when it was slow in the daytime, especially when the kids were in school, we used to have races running races down the hallways. Because we knew how many people were.
Oh my God, it's people running back and forth.
Yeah. I know. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even try to make that. That was just the one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
And we used to race, or they used to race, my coworkers used to race for movie posters.
Oh, so they'd run. Race
they'd run,
running.
yeah.
Oh my
literally
God.
race running down the hallway. They'd start at one point, and then you had to end at a certain, well, there was movie posters on the wall.
Right.
So, and we would get the movie posters. And I had I used to have a ton of movie posters.
Yeah.
I had a ton, like the big movie posters. And I can't remember what the movie was. I want to say it was Dark Knight Rises. I think. One of the Dark Knights. And there was only 2 copies. Some of them they would only give you 2 if there was a really big movie. So you had to use one on the wall to advertise it. And then the other one, it was just an extra. So they would give it away. And so it was just that's what they would do. They would just, all of a sudden you just see someone, like I'd be doing inventory and I'd come out and there's someone whizzing past me. I'm like, what the? Oh my God. I mean, I didn't say it as long as they weren't hurting anybody. Nobody was in the theater.
Right,
so,
right.
like, and they were getting a legitimate prize.
Did you get a lot of swag? I don't remember you having a lot of swag here.
No, just a lot of posters, just movie posters. And I got the Hairspray movie.
Oh, wow.
Like, I took the movies that, I usually like the movies that everybody didn't want. Like Hairspray. I had the one for Hot Fuzz with Simon Pegg. And,
oh, yeah, you still have that up.
No, I don't have it up anymore.
Oh,
it
you
ripped.
took it down?
It ripped.
Oh.
So, yeah, because of my fan, so I didn't realize it was hitting.
Right.
I didn't get it taut enough, the tape, so it started ripping. I was like, I just gotta take this down.
Right.
And, well, it was a cool poster because it had on the bottom, it had Peter Travers from Rolling Stone. It had his, like, pretty much his review, which is like a glowing review. I had a couple. Yeah, I had quite a bit of posters that I remember bringing home. I think I may have given some to the brothers.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, that was fun. Any other? I have a couple stories, but if you have any.
I have one other one that stands out.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much it was like, not really, well, not that I can really, that stand out that I can remember. I mean, people do funny things,
Right.
like in a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
But nothing like, well, one time, this was like my first professional job. And we were sitting there in a meeting, all the managers and support staff. And I was a support staff person. And all of a sudden, this woman comes in. She has a halter top white dress, low cut,
Oh,
blonde wig.
I don't remember this story.
Really made up. And she starts sauntering over to this man. And I can't remember if it was for his retirement or his birthday.
Right.
He saunters over to this man. I won't say his name, but anywho.
Yeah.
She saunters over and she's like, happy. Oh, no, it's just birthday.
It was happy birthday. Okay, there you go.
Happy birthday. It was Marilyn Monroe. It was a singing telegram. First time and only time I've ever seen a singing telegram.
Didn't I say that one lady on not TikTok? Well, she's also on TikTok, but Instagram.
Yeah.
And she's dressed like a heart, like an actual heart. Like a cardiovascular heart. And she does the singing telegrams, and she gives you a balloon, and I think they pay for a candy if they like it.
Oh.
I was like, wow, I don't see anybody doing singing telegrams.
I know.
So
I'd always heard about it, but
yeah, you only saw it once.
I only saw it once.
That's
It's
because
kinda-
then e letters and e stuff became popular.
Yeah, that's
you can make them,
true.
you
and
know,
cheaper.
Yeah, and cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper.
Or even
I wonder
free.
how much it costs to get her.
That's probably
and
what
that
it
was like,
yeah.
I want to see, that was.
Was it in the 90s?
It was before 2004.
Oh.
Because that was around the time I left that job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking
So-
like back in the 90s or something.
No, it was before, it was
So.
like within, 2 or 3 years before that, yeah.
Kill anybody who ever does that for me.
It's kind of akin to like when you go to a restaurant and they sing for you.
I hate that more than that. I hate that more than won the singing telegram. I'd rather have the singing telegram.
Remember our nephew? He hated that.
Yeah.
He was like, he get all like, like frustrated and like almost want to cry and hide, but then the other one really didn't like it.
Yeah.
He didn't like
We
us.
have two nephews.
He didn't like us singing happy birthday to just within the family.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you, I don't know
it,
if you know, a lot of people do it, but you just get together as a family and you bring the cake out and then first you sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
And he did not, he would leave the room.
Yeah.
He was little. He was like 3, 4, maybe up to even 5. He did not like that.
He still doesn't like it. Because we even asked him, like, you want to sing? No. He's no. I'm like, okay. I'm like, because it always gets awkward, too.
No, but with the family, you think so?
Yeah, even though you're like, yeah.
I'd rather with the family.
Everybody's off key or different keys. It's awkward. I think that's what it is, because it's just like, everybody's like,
how does that go?
I'm not going to do it again.
I'd rather my family sing to me
That's
than
true.
some stranger, some waiter or waitress.
They bring out what is that? Some of the Mexican restaurants bring out a sombrero and they pop it on your head. You're like, what is going on?
Like, where was it? Red Robin, they used to do that. It's like,
that's where, I
that's
think
the
that's
whole
where
staff would come out and and sing happy birthday. It's like, okay.
You know what? My second one isn't so much a story as it is, I've noticed with friends, and our nephew did it too.
Our nephew did it?
Or, well, our step-nephew, I guess. Mm-hmm. He, people go through drive-thrus, and when you get bored enough and slow enough, you start going through the drive-thru window.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, why are we going through the drive-thru window? Just to do it, see who can jump off or who's skinny enough. Or
I was like,
oh my god.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
I like that story you had. Is that your second story?
No, that's not my second. I was just going to bring it up because I'm just like, is that like a thing?
Oh, say your second story.
I'm just like, I've seen that a lot. People going through the window on TikToks too.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, dude, we've been doing that for years. Decades.
Now you're just filming it.
Yeah, you're just filming it. That's nothing new, man.
Yeah.
So.
Or how about when you stop the car and you run around the car? I've seen it done. I've never done it. I'm like, I'm too good for it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, because knowing me, someone would really, like be pissed off and come and beat me up or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Like, it's like, move your car. I don't care for that. But anywho.
Yeah. Ghost Ride the Wick? Oh, no, that's when you put it in neutral and you walk.
Don't give people ideas.
Sorry, don't do this. Don't do this. It's illegal. Yes. I think.
Yes. You don't want to hit a car.
Yeah.
You don't want a car to hit you either.
Yeah, that's true.
Be safe drivers out there.
All right, you want me to tell my second one?
Yeah, do your second one.
My second story.
Yes.
All right. I call this one, how do you say this? Something blocking a lazy coworker.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just say that.
Okay.
Now this one, when you work in the theater, like a movie theater, you get a lot of teenagers, obviously, that work there, and especially ones that come back from college, and especially they come back from college and they work, during the summer. This one guy, I'll call him, he was a senior. No, he just graduated. That's right. He just graduated and he was going away for college, but he needed a job in between. His parents made him get a job. So he worked at the theater, and a lot of times when you work at the theater, you start out in, what is that called? When you clean up the theaters. Usher. You're an usher.
Oh, usher. Okay.
And so he really he wanted to stay there because you could goof off and you just clean the theater and that's it. And you literally hours in between each movie sometimes. So, but they made people, what do you call that? Multitask. And so you had to go to box office, then you had to go to the concession, and you had to learn
ticket taker.
Yeah. You had to learn all that stuff. Like each time, you only could be there for like 2 weeks or something. And he was very resistant to it. So I think he even stayed a month on that. He like weaseled his way to do that, but he finally got into concession. And I was the one who always got stuck running the concession booth. And I was running around, I was helping, I was getting the money, and we would be packed on a Friday night. That's just how it was, from 7, 8.
Remember the good old days when theaters were packed? Go on.
Yeah, exactly. It was 7, 8, and 10 o'clock shows, and then we'd get slammed, and in between I wanted people to, you have to clean up and everything and restock. Anyway, so that's not the point. Well, no, that is the point, because so we're busy. I have lines in the front going, like, towards the box office. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, so I asked him, like, can I get extra drawers, extra registers so I can, get these, customers moving.
Orders,
yeah. So they
Taken
open
care of.
them, and they're on the side, like, okay, it's like a U. So you have 4 registers in the front. So we had all these people. And then we had 3 registers on the side of this a concession stand. Again, it's a weird concession stand.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they opened 2 on each side. And then, yeah, we were able to get the lines down. Except for the one guy kept helping the guys in the front. And I'm like, no, you have your own register. You have to go and take people. And I would have to literally call people over to him to stay at his register.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, this guy. So I'm running around, filling up the popcorn bins.
Mm-hmm.
I go around, and he's taking care of a customer. I'm like, oh, he's taking care of 2 customers, and I'll say why. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Run around again, helping, getting... So then I have to start doing that, helping get orders and whatever. I go back around, like I usually do. He's still taking the order of the original people. I'd been 5 minutes away, 5 minutes earlier,
Previously.
because they were 2 teenage girls. I'm like, ah. So I'm like, oh my God. I was getting mad because I was just like, I don't have time for this. I was like, all right. And I hit my pants pocket. I had the keys. I had the shift keys.
Oh.
I'm like, haha. I'm like, I don't know where I got this idea. I don't know how it got in my head. Grabbed the keys, walked over to him and said, hey, so-and-so, do you still have that itch? Because I have that cream. Let me go get it. And I shake the keys. And I'm like, I'm going to go get that cream. I'll be right back. So I start walking out the concession stand towards my car. And he's like, I couldn't say anything. He was just like looking at me like, what? And then the girls were like, we gotta go. And then I said, get to work, and he never did it again.
Oh my God.
And I put away the keys, and I'm like, after they walked away.
Oh my God.
I never told you that?
No, I don't think so.
I think I've told other people that.
My face is so regular.
I was so mad. I was so frustrated with this kid because he was, fresh out. I think it was like his first job too.
Yeah.
So he was just like, I'm like, oh my God, really?
Just do your job, man.
It was like babysitting. That's what it was.
Geez.
It was because they always it was a big turnaround.
Turnover, yeah.
Turnover.
Yeah.
Because it was,
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Right.
So, yeah, that was my second story.
Yeah, I can't think of really, like I said, anything else that stands out. Yeah. But I like another story. You had so many, though.
I always have a lot of stories.
The one where you forgot the garbage bag.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the garbage bags one time. And this one manager I had, again, we were slow. And
it was a food
place. It was that mermaid.
The mermaid store.
And he's like, he grew up in Chicago, and so he wasn't used to, the suburbs. So I leave to go out the back door and take the garbage bags. But in the process, I also took the drive-through bags. But I forgot to bring the clean bags to put in the drive-through garbage. I'm like, shoot. So I go to the window. This guy
She walked up to the
I walked up to the drive-through window because, again, it was dead. It wasn't even slow. It was dead. And I knocked on and it was dark. And I knocked on the window and scared the crap out of this guy. He turned around and he's like, oh, because he couldn't see me because of the light and it was dark. He opened the window like, oh, he's like, man, if this was a hood, I would have shot you.
Dang.
I just want the bag, man.
Yeah, because you hear you're alerted usually when a car goes through.
Yeah. I didn't go through that way. I was like, because he had his back towards me, so I needed to get his attention.
Right.
He was talking to the other coworker, and they couldn't see me because of the glare.
That's hilarious.
So
that is hilarious.
I tell you, the shenanigans.
I know. Oh yeah, I can't think of any other super funny stuff. It's pretty serious because they were office jobs.
Yeah,
you
had
office.
I had the retail jobs were
corporate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one I was shocked with the singing telegraph. Marilyn Monroe. She was very, let's say, ample.
Oh.
Yes.
Healthy?
Healthy. She's very healthy.
One might
everywhere.
Say buxom?
Yes. She did a good job, I thought,
Right.
but yeah, it was kind of shocking. I'm surprised we didn't get any more, or at least I didn't hear any more within our, teams. But
I can imagine that being expensive though, even in the
I
early.
would, I want to guess at that time, I wouldn't doubt if it cost 150 or 100.
Mhm.
Yeah,
At the low end, 100, I
Yeah.
would say.
and like in the 80s, if it was the 80s or 70s, probably $50. You
Yeah.
could do it. It's like. But yes, come on, let's make that a thing again. I guess.
No.
Singing to
No.
That lady's trying to do it. She's so funny.
Yeah, but she's good. That's what
She
she
is.
deserves
She
it.
can
Some
sing.
people are like, this is kind of cringe. Yeah, but she can really sing that
Yeah.
one. I wish I remembered her name. So
Yeah.
I should have followed her. I didn't when I saw
Oh
her.
yeah, I see her once in a while.
Because just the look that one lady, she's like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening?
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
guess that ends this. Our third podcast already?
Yeah, our third one.
Wow. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
If you liked it, please subscribe and like.
Yes.
And we will catch you next time.
Later.
Bye.